All right, now we are indeed, this is a theme on our program. We're facing a trucker shortage in this country, a shortfall of 51,000 truck drivers at the end of last year. Come on in, Owner-Operator Independent Drivers Association, Todd Spencer. Todd, I hope you can hear me. I saw you fiddling with the IFB right there. You can hear me okay?
I can hear you.
Okay. Now, you've got a shortfall. You can't get the drivers required to fill the jobs. I'm told that one of the reasons is that in the age of legalized marijuana, people can't pass a drug test. Is that accurate?
Well, that's going to be something that's pretty much across the board for all employers deal with. But when it comes to truckers, going back decades, there's never been significant issues with drugs or alcohol. Truck drivers themselves are the least sympathetic of other drivers impaired by anything. So, you know, the dilemma that you talk about with a shortage, we've been hearing that for 25 years, and it kind of speaks to the economic dysfunction that has kind of become norm for a certain segment of trucking. One, private carriers, shippers that haul their own goods, they have no shortage of drivers. LTL companies, they have no shortage of drivers. And the characteristics of those companies is that they pay their drivers well and they have good working conditions, and, you know, drivers come and stay.
So where's the shortage?
The part of the segment, of the industry that, well, in actual numbers, there isn't any. I think you mentioned 51,000 shortage. Every year, over 400,000 new drivers receive CDLs. These are new people that pursue careers in trucking. They don't last very long.
Hold on a second, Todd.
Look,
I don't know which section of the trucking industry I'm referring to here, but I do know we've had a restaurant owner on this program, a guy who runs 40-odd Applebee's, and he can't find drivers to drive trucks from upstate New York to his restaurants in New York City. He hasn't got them. What he's had to do is to buy a whole bunch of refrigeration units so that when he can find a driver, he brings the stuff from upstate New York, they stick the stuff into the refrigerated unit. That's a genuine shortage which is affecting his business.
For that particular employee, but it is one that he can manage through pay and benefits. Again, employees will come, workers will come to jobs that actually have a future. So much of trucking is for hire, publicly traded companies, and the mantra with all of those companies is to increase productivity and lower costs of labor. That's applied to drivers through the decades, and, you know, real incomes for truck drivers are less than half of what they would be just adjusted with the consumer price index over the last 2.5 decades. I mean, that's the real issue, and that's the issue that has to be dealt with if you want to correct the problem.
If you work for a large trucking organization, I'm told that pretty fast you move up the food chain, and within a few years you drive for them, and you'll get to $100,000 a year. I'm told that like $80,000 to $100,000 is the average after a couple of years in the business, and that's a fair amount of money.
It is, but that's going to be pretty much the exception, not the rule. Department of Labor, the most recent data from Department of Labor. Pardon me?
No, go ahead. Give me your statistics.
It's not average. Department of Labor has labor, the income for truck drivers at less than $50,000. There are a lot that work right now for less than that now, and they work really, really hard. The typical work week for a truck driver is going to be 70 to 80 hours, and basically drivers work around the schedules of everyone else. Their time is not their own. They work 70, 80 hours, and usually there's another 20 to 30 or even more hours a week that you spend just waiting to load or unload. I mean, that's part of the economic dysfunction that makes this an occupation that's simply not, people don't want to pursue as a career. And it's nutty. The most important person in trucking is the person behind the wheel, and that's the one that virtually always gets short shrift throughout the supply chain.
I take your point, though, Todd. I'm not sure I would want to work all those hours in difficult situations, facing heavy traffic and all kinds of rules and regulations for $50,000 a year. I take your point, Todd. I take your point. I'm afraid I'm out of time, but come on back. Well, go on. Last point to you.
The regulations have made it even worse in that they're in this, under the guise of safety, we have experienced drivers, million-mile safe drivers that are saying to heck with it. This is just simply not worth it. I'll find something else to do. And that's happening all across the country.
Okay, we got it. Todd, come back and explain this all over again, please, because the popular conception is we've got a shortage of drivers. Sort this out for us at a later date. Todd Spencer, everyone. Thanks for joining us again, sir. Appreciate it. Okay.